Hotkeys, get out of here. Okay. Now we can hop in to game number 1 of RagnaroK versus Creator, spawning on Simulacrum. Alright. It looks to be Hatch Gas Pool. We've got a Gateway Nexus out of Creator. Simple, standard stuff. I'm interested in what kind of builds we see from these guys. I don't know what to expect, to be honest with you. Yeah, didn't see too much of them in the IEM qualifiers. I don't think I cast either of them, really. Maybe one game here, or one series here or there, but I think Creator was in the round of 16 of at least one of the tournaments, probably the first Korean one. I can't fully remember though. Probe running away, Adept gonna come out. All the standard stuff. It's gonna be a Stargate here for Creator. Third base going down for RagnaroK. Oh, it's a proxy Stargate, actually. Oh, wow. I saw the Stargate on the production tab, and I was like, where? But where is it? All right, so a proxy Stargate. Not something we see basically ever in this matchup. It's actually super rare, I think. Oh, and this Ling was looking for it, but didn't quite find it. We'll see if able to get some damage done with this Oracle. Oh, there goes the Ling. The Ling sees the Stargate just in time. Yeah, gonna bring a couple more queens up to the main base. Drops down the spores. And this Oracle not gonna get a lot of work done. Gets 2 drone kills and damages a Ling. Not really ideal. I think the biggest issue here is that Creator is going to lose this Stargate. This is why you don't proxy versus Zerg in particular. Because, sure, this Oracle can keep it alive for a little bit, and he'll get the Phoenix out and the 2 Oracles, but then the Lings will just straight up kill it. It's almost impossible to protect from those quick Zerg units. That can complicate things later in the game. If there's ever a point you want to transition or get some Stargate tech up, you're gonna have to start from scratch. You don't have that Stargate just chilling in the main base. Creator for now just gonna try to grab a third. Lings are going to get on top of this, but I don't think they're going to get the cancel. Well, maybe a few more Lings joined up. There's only 3 Adepts here. No, they'll run away before that. Meantime, Oracle's heading into the third base. Grab 3 drone kills. And yeah, here goes down the Stargate. Creator going into a Robo, Twilight Council, and Forge beyond this. Just your good old standard Protoss army. Gonna send a bunch of adepts across the map. A couple of them get caught and we'll just get killed. These 3 also just gonna get killed. Meantime, 6 drones have gone down. 1 Oracle also going down though. And what's here to defend? There's not a lot. Not a lot here to defend at the moment. This thing's gonna get right on top of that probe line. Ooh, very quickly. 7 probes going down. Force fields will keep the units on the ground alive. The Lings will get bullied back. But behind this, RagnaroK's going for a Spire. And Creator doesn't have anything that can fight that at the moment. He's getting charge +1. He's getting out Immortals. And has no idea that this Spire's coming. And here's the issue. Once again, even if he knew it was coming, he couldn't get Phoenix out. Lings trying to find their way into the main base. Oh, Creator is moving across the map. There's a bunch of mutas on the way. I think it's going to be 7 total. There's actually just not even enough to fight the mutas here. These 5 sentries. What is this move out? Can I just ask what this move out is? All right, he's going to recall. Ah, the Phoenix goes down though. That was his best anti-air. He has 1 Archon down at the 3rd base. He's dropping some cannons, some shield batteries. But I'm really liking RagnaroK's position here. He's going to come in, should be able to get some damage done in the main base. Archon and a Prism is going to chase. You just really want that pylon. And they will get it. Oh, and actually it's just 1 Archon. The Prism goes down. The Archon goes down. Trades for a couple of mutas, but there's 10 more on the way. Creator's moving across the map, but he does not have a recall anymore, and there's no good anti-air here. This is going to be it. He's just going to lose all of this. More mutas being made. +1 about to finish for the flying units. And Creator taps out. Chivo. RagnaroK takes game number 1. There you go. I like this guy. He make the Ling muta, man. It's the classic. It's the classic. All right. Well, pretty quick game 1 there. I feel like Creator needs to do something a little more powerful, impactful. Neither Creator nor RagnaroK at the highest level, but both of them have the capability of getting there. I'd say very frequently they take games in series, and Creator's made it pretty far in GSL before. But not, I feel like it hasn't been in a while. Like he hasn't done anything big in a while. But these guys always show up for Olimoleague, and they usually go pretty far. So let's hop into game number 2 here, where we have spawning in the upper left-hand side, generic green wings, Creator. And in the lower right-hand corner, it is Chivo's RagnaroK. Again, going for the hatch first. It looks like we're going to have a gateway expand here from Creator once he probe scouts this hatchery. I would love to go to Home Story Cup. It is one of the best tournaments every single year, and it happens twice a year. It's so cool. I absolutely love it. It's just way too far away for me. I was really hoping number 20 would end up being in Vegas. I know that was a discussion at one point, and I was hoping for it because then I'd actually for sure go. But yeah, same thing with Katowice. Unless IEM wants to pay me to come out there, you know, I'll do some casting. I'll be B stream, C stream. I'll just do that wardy thing. I'll just cast like 15 hours in a row. No breaks. Hit me up, ESL. Nothing super insane going on in this game. In fact, nothing all that exciting at all happening in this game. Not just yet. All right, we got another Stargate. This one is not in close proximity to Ragna's base. More queens coming out for RagnaroK. That'll be good to defend the Oracle. I do really feel like Creator needs to do something different. Like, I feel like a lot of times in this matchup, if you play every game with the same opening, it doesn't get as much done game 2 as it will game 1. And it didn't get much done in game 1. But I understand the desire to get that Stargate opening. It can be so useful for scouting and stuff. Oh, it's going to be Phoenix first this game. So it's not even going to be about putting on pressure or trying to kill workers. Big part of it is just keeping RagnaroK on his side of the base, force the spores, and oracles. One oracle and a Phoenix, or two oracles and a Phoenix, are really good later in the game. Particularly the oracles. Just getting those tags on armies, very, very useful. Good for detection too if you need it. Stasis traps as well, it can be very powerful. So I do feel like there's a lot of versatility in Stargate openings and how you want to use them. But it certainly delays a lot of the rest of the tech. We just have the Twilight finishing up now. Still no Robo at the moment. Cool. That Oracle's got to get out of there. And yeah, just going to be the single Oracle and the Phoenix. Following it up with an Adept Glaive push. Again, no Robo, so this isn't going to be super committed. No War Prism to go along with this or anything of that nature. Ooh, the double Robo follow-up, though. So this is going to be warping at a bunch of Adepts, shading them across the map. Trying to get as many kills as you can. Trading efficiently with Lings. And then following it up with double Robo, probably a Mortal production. These Roaches are going to be the name of the game here. Alright, let's see how RagnaroK holds on. Looks like the big shade going in towards the natural is not going to finish. There's a lot of Lings here, though. Just going to go straight for the recall. Well, doesn't lose anything. Doesn't kill anything. Forced a bunch of workers, though. RagnaroK's making those drones now to kind of make up for that. But he really didn't want to have to build these Lings, so that's probably the best thing that did there for Creator. Meanwhile, RagnaroK back at home, just getting that roach speed, and it is just going to be roaches. We have an Evo chamber. There is an Evo chamber. Bane Nest coming up. No upgrades just yet, though. No forge here for Creator either. Ooh, Robo Bay, though. Do we think it's going to be Colossus? That would be very interesting. I'd love to see some Colossus play. Yeah, it is going to be Colossus. No, we've got +1 melee on the way now for RagnaroK. And that pneumatized carapace as well as the Baneling speed. Single immortal dropping out of the prism. Hallucinated Phoenixes coming in to scout what's up. There isn't really much to see here. Roach Ravager Lingbane is the name of the game, which is actually going to make Immortals and Colossi quite good here. Creator going for Blink Colossus. What a baller. I love it. This gained some popularity a little bit earlier this year. I know Estrella was using it for a little while. I don't know if he still does. I haven't seen it from anybody in a while. But again, I like changing it up, bringing those new compositions. The real purpose of Blink here is to have a nice response if some mutas come out. And we do see that Spire going down, although it is with the Hive, so very likely just going for that eventual Broodlord transition. Stalker is not great at handling Broodlords, or they're good against Broodlords. What they're not good against is all the units underneath the Broodlords. Yeah, both players being very passive right now. Just a little bit of pressure here and there, but nothing big so far. Although it looks like Creator wants to move out with a big push right now. RagnaroK is basically maxed at this point. Or we're going to come in for the big tag on the army on the left side. Ooh, Creator does not want to walk into this as a 270-degree surround just waiting for him. Some Adepts shading in on the left side, but the Lings will go take care of them. So many Banelings being morphed right now. 15 more. There's already 44 on the map. I'm gonna have like 60 Banelings here. Ooh, Ling's going for a big counterattack onto this fourth base. There's a couple of cannons and a shield battery, but it is pretty exposed. Looks like Creator's ready for it though. Oh, Blink Stalker's in the middle of the map. Gotta be careful. Archon gets surrounded. A lot of Lings went down for that, but they did get the Archon kill. This single Adept just somehow still chilling here. No Observer with this army, based on the fact that he's not killing the creep tumors. RagnaroK getting into position. Do we have Storm with this army? I don't think so. Oh, the force fields have been quite good so far. Baneling's getting absolutely shredded. Oh, but they're getting around. They're getting on top of a lot of these juicy units. So many of the Stalkers have gone down. Colossi are just going to die here to the Corruptors. And there goes Creator's entire army. Tons and tons of Lings and a bunch of Roaches going to be following this up, as well as 5 Broodlords being morphed. And Creator, he lost so much in that fight. 3 of those Colossi going down. He has 1 left back at home, and I think RagnaroK's going to be able to just move across the map at this point. Actually not keeping any Corruptors around, just going for the pure Broodlord morph. Well, in this case, a few more Colossi out of Creator might be a good plan. There's kind of that weird thing where Broodlords are quite good, but the Broodlings die so quick to these Colossus beams. But the Lings get a full surround on the Stalkers, which had their blink on cooldown. Again, only one Colossus. It goes down so quickly. And that's just going to be that. I mean, there's over a 60 supply gap at this point. RagnaroK's moving across with a bunch of Brood Lords that there's just nothing to deal with. And so many units going down. Creator has very little left at this point. He's getting another Immortal. Probe's going down at this base as well. And there's the GG. RagnaroK takes the quick 2-0.